Hi everyone, Nicole here from Eat Well Halifax, wishing you a happy Tuesday and a happy Halloween. So I'm going to dive right into a conversation on B nutrients, vitamin Bs, specifically vitamin B12, as that was a request from a viewer. And also we see quite a bit of deficiency in B12 here in North America, and that's something I'll get into as I chat. So bees in general, our B complex is really important in over 200 reactions at our cellular level in our bodies. So really important in central nervous system health as well as cardiovascular health. So bees are important in reactions related to energy production as well as red blood cell production and nerve health, as well as in the production of um, amino acids and fatty acids and cholesterol. We need vitamin Bs for cardiovascular disease. Or cardiovascular health, I should say, a decreased risk in cardiovascular disease because of its role in anti-inflammation as well as its role in decreasing oxidative stress. So we need vitamin Bs for a lot of different functions and to stay healthy. So if you're at a risk for deficiencies for vitamin Bs, you might see issues with cognitive health. So we could see everything from fatigue to depression to dementia and other neurodegenerative disorders, Huntington's disease, schizophrenia. We're seeing a lot of different neurodegenerative disorders with B12 deficiencies. We're even at a higher risk for some cancers as well. In terms of B12 specifically, so B12 is required for the production of red blood cells, for DNA, for healthy DNA. In fact, all vitamin Bs have a role in DNA synthesis. B12 is really important as well for healthy nerves. So if we're having B12 deficiencies, so one of the biggest risks we see is anemia. B12 deficiency anemia is called pernicious anemia. So if you're feeling fatigued or if you have pale skin or shortness of breath, those are symptoms of pernicious anemia. So that's due to a decline in red blood cell production. So, other problems or side effects of low B12 could be cognitive decline again, or depression, dementia, poor motor control. We're also seeing numbing or tingling of the extremities, and that's due to nerve damage. Anything related to nerve health. If we have a deficiency in B12, we might see some issues there. So vision, if you have vision loss, that could be related to B12 deficiency as well as any kidney problems. There's quite a lot going on there for sure. We're also seeing B12 deficiencies in relation to IBD. So that's an interesting topic as well. So B12 deficiency is common for a few different reasons. The first one being lack of intake. So although all of the other vitamin Bs are found in pretty well everything that we eat as long as it's healthy, of course. So high carbohydrate grains and vegetables, as well as low starch vegetables, and our protein sources from animal product as well as in vegetable sources. Now, B12 specifically is only found in animal products. So if you're a vegan, you have to get B12 in other sources. So you might take B12 through fortified foods, or you might take B12 through a supplement. Now, that's at the intake level. We're also seeing deficiencies through the absorption level. So, for example, B12 absorption begins in the stomach. So if you have any stomach issues, you might see a deficiency in B12. So for example, gastritis would be inflammation of the mucosal membrane in the stomach. Or if you were to have low acid production due to an older age, so as we get older, we reduce the ability to produce stomach acid, as well as if you're somebody who's taking proton pump inhibitors. I advise you to get to the bottom of indigestion and heartburn and sort of figure that out in place of taking proton pump inhibitors for the long term, because there are quite a few side effects, one being malabsorption of vitamin Bs. If you have bacterial overgrowth, or H. pylori, then you're at risk for malabsorption of vitamin B12 as well. Any issues with the stomach, we might see B12 malabsorption. In terms of the level of the intestine, so if we have any damage to the mucosal membrane of the intestine due to any digestive disorders, such as any intolerances, or that could be lactose intolerance, or any allergies. So you could have celiac disease, or maybe you have IBD or IBS, anything that might cause damage to the intestine. Again, it's really important to sort of think about sort of healing that and doing the proper actions to ensure that our intestine is in good health so that we can absorb these really important nutrients, especially B12 in this case. So those are the main risks for deficiencies in B12. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. If you resonate with any of the above information or any of the symptoms that I discussed, you can definitely reach out to me. If there are any vitamins you'd like me to discuss or any other vitamin B specifically that you'd like me to get more into, let me know. So again, I thank you for watching the video. If you want to learn more about my services, you can check out my website, www.eatwellhalifax.com. And thanks again for watching the video today. Happy Tuesday, and eat well, Halifax.